until the hurt of staying hurts more than the hurt of leaving. If only I could hug you through this screen, because I completely understand your comment. And I know it's coming from a place where you feel deeply hurt. That's why it feels like you have a hole in your heart, because you feel like some part of it has been ripped out of you. But to answer your question, what was my final straw? It's actually going to sound unbelievable, because it's more of like the straw that broke the camel's back, that one extra thing. For me, it was an argument. A few weeks prior to having that final argument, I had been in therapy and I had been talking about establishing some boundaries. One of the boundaries I wanted to establish in order for us to have better communication was for him not to flare up his chest or try to intimidate me in an argument. Maybe being less reactive or explosive. And so we had agreed, and then came a very small argument. I don't remember even exactly what it was over, but it must have been something about the house or like the kids, something very small, insignificant, if you will. And that argument quickly escalated because there was already so many underlying issues. And he got real bold and real loud and in my face and grabbed a brush and threw it, and it made a hole in my bathroom. There is the hole from the brush that he threw. And I remember I just took a step back. And this is not the same bed, but I sat on that corner. And I quite literally saw my entire life flash before my eyes in seconds. Not my old life, but like what my future would look like. And I told myself, if you don't end this now, this is what your life will be like for the rest of your life. Is this how you want to live for the rest of your life? And after being quiet, I said, you have to go. You have to leave. This is over. And that was the final straw. And I know that sounds so insignificant, right? But obviously there's so many things and so many stories that I've never told you guys. But that was my actual final straw. Because when you know, you just know. When you're done, you're just done. And it really ends up being something so small that you're like, I can't do this shit no more. And when you get to that place, you no longer feel that hole that you're talking about. You no longer feel like running back because you've already seen everything you needed to see. It hurts you because you're still not confident in your decision to try to leave, or in your choice to try to leave. Even though you know that it's for the better of you, you still haven't made that final decision, or you don't have the courage to walk away yet. That's why it hurts. And I give a lot of props to the girls who are able to leave. And even though it hurts, because that's fucking balls right there. I couldn't leave until it didn't hurt. I couldn't leave until I was 150% sure. 200%. So if you're like me, then maybe you're just going to have to write it out till the wheels fall off, until you can't take it no more. And until the hurt of staying hurts more than the hurt of leaving.